Okay. So you've been at Blue Springs South since the first year it opened.
Yes.
And first I'm going to ask you, let's start off with you sharing with us a brief history of your time here at South so far.
Oh, gosh. Well,
You're good. I can edit
you can edit. Okay.
Yeah.
I was just a third-year teacher when I started here, so I was still new. I was really excited. I had taught 2 years at Blue Springs High School, and getting to come here to start with like the new building and all of the new traditions was really exciting. You know, the students had voted for blue and green as the school colors and the mascot, and a student wrote the alma mater. It was all just new and fresh and exciting.
Yeah.
And so I taught just some general social studies classes, geography and U.S. history and world history. Those were really some of my most favorite years. When Dr. Belt, who used to be our principal, when he was a brand new teacher, I was his mentor. So we worked side by side
cool,
in
yeah.
classrooms for maybe 5 or 6 years,
Okay.
which was pretty exciting. And then we moved classrooms. So then I ended up in the basement classroom where I am now, and I've been there since. I coached track and cross country those first few years,
didn't know that.
and really enjoyed that. And then throughout that time, I helped with FCA and Future Teachers of America. I helped with Student Senate for 12 years. I've done a lot of things.
Wow,
So,
that's interesting. I
yeah.
did not know any of that.
Yeah.
All right. So our next question is, why did you want to become a teacher? Did you have that focus even when you were in college, or kind of?
Yeah, I did. I had some really good teachers in elementary school, and I think I always looked at them as role models.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of a helper by nature, so a lot of teaching is helping.
Yeah.
And then I got to 8th grade and absolutely fell in love with history. My 8th grade American history teacher was awesome. If I told you what year it was, you would know that I'm really old. But it was an election year, and we did a
Okay.
mock election, and I just got so excited just about our country's history in general. But then world history, economics, politics, any of that is really interesting to me. So
Wow, that's okay. Next one. What have you loved about being a teacher here at South? Your favorite memories, your favorite times, all that. So.
oh gosh, there are so many.
Yeah.
Students.
Yeah.
I like teenagers better than adults,
Yeah.
with a few exceptions,
Yeah,
but I
I
like
get that.
teenagers. Teenagers are fun and open-minded. It's never the same.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter that I've been teaching some of the same things. Every day is different. The times that I've helped kids with little things like helping a student get signed up for the ACT, which I just helped somebody yesterday, or having a track athlete 25 years ago who won a state championship
Oh, wow.
in the long jump that I coached. So, and then everything in between,
Yeah.
just little celebrations, like daily things. But then, there have been lots of big things
Yeah.
as well.
Big
So,
memories.
yeah.
What has the biggest change been since your first year of teaching here and your last year? Just a change in the school, the atmosphere, the students, and what have you liked most about that change?
Technology.
Technology, yeah.
Yes. When I started teaching, we didn't have computers. We had one that all of the teachers could go and load grades on. So technology has changed a ton. And I like technology. I think one of the changes, although kids are kids, like y'all aren't that much different than they were 30 years ago. I think some technology has made us less connected.
Yeah.
When even 15 years ago, when we'd get done with a lesson, if we had 5 minutes left, then kids would chat. They'd, turn to the other kids, and I would get to know them, chat with them. And now, when you get done early, you pull out your phone.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
And people pull up, get the phone in front of their faces, and then
less
they
socializing. I do agree with
Yes.
that, because I feel like I've lost some connection to teachers and students in my classroom just because of technology, my phone becoming more important in school when you get bored or stuff like that. So, yeah, I do agree with that. Okay, let's see. What advice would you give early career teachers?
Hang in there.
Hang in there.
It gets easier.
Yeah.
The first couple of years are so hard because you're overwhelmed with learning. You're overwhelmed with learning whatever content you're doing that you don't get a chance to make the connections. So maybe for first year, second year teachers, worry a little less about content and worry a little more about the connections with students.
Yeah.
Because when you have that connection with students, then the content's going to come. And honestly, students aren't going to remember all of the details of, the Declaration of Independence, but they are going to know that I was interested enough to show up at a basketball game, or talk to them about the cheerleading competition that they went to.
Yeah.
So focus on those.
Because I think it's better to have in 30 years from now, be memorable as a teacher and a connection you have with them, impact on their life, instead of, I probably won't remember anything about math, but I'll remember my 8th grade math teacher.
Yes.
So,
yes.
I do agree with that. One last one. What would be like your parting words for Blue Springs South as coming up on your last year? What would be your last words to say to the school? Kind of a hard one.
Yeah, it is.
It's a broad one.
Keep taking care of each other.
Okay.
I think that's one of the things that we do best here.
Yeah.
Is we take care of each other. We're the Jaguar family, and it sounds kind of cliche.
But no, I agree, yeah.
But that's one of the things that I think we do really well.
That's all. Like, keeping up with school spirit, staying in connection, being a family. I agree.
Yeah.
Well, those are all the questions I have for you. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
And good luck on the rest of your career
Thanks.
after retirement.
Thank you.